Hi, I'm Al-Marie.
And I'm Akila, and today we thought it would be a great idea to share with you a little bit more about our ministry and what we are all about. So, of course, you guys know that we are a publishing ministry, and we publish this bi-monthly magazine that used to just be online, but now we have it in print, so it's pretty exciting. And the name of our magazine is called Lilies in the City. So you might be wondering, what's behind the name Lilies in the City?
Have you ever seen a water lily? So water lilies are these beautiful white flowers that you'll find in places like marshes and swamps and still lakes. And when you think of that, you think of things like frogs and lily pads. And what's really interesting is that these beautiful white water lilies, they're able to maintain an uncontaminated state against the muck and the grime that they find themselves in. And so there's a lesson there. And so we aspire at Lilies in the City to share about how we can maintain that Christ-like purity in the midst of any unfavorable environment.
So the way that the lily achieves this is through its long porous stems. So it refuses all the muck and the slime that's around it, and it strikes its roots deep beneath the surface of the water, and it draws through these porous stems only the nutrients and the properties that actually aid in its development and in helping it remain pure. And so we as Christians, we know that we should have our roots grounded and rooted in Christ. And through this unseen connection, we as well can have this purity just as the lily.
We should note that an unfavorable environment doesn't necessarily only mean a city. You can live on the beautiful mountainside, or maybe your home is in a picturesque country setting, but that same home is an abusive home. Or in your home there is neglect. Or maybe your home is oppressive. And verily then, that is an unfavorable environment. So how do we do this practically? How do we share how to maintain purity, that Christ-like purity? Well, we were created, 1 Thessalonians 5:23 alludes to the fact that we were created to be four-dimensional beings. So in that verse, it talks about how our body, our soul, and our spirit should be preserved blameless. And so you'll find that there are four dimensions. So we have the physical, the mental, the spiritual, and the social. And so the way the magazine is divided up is into sections. And each section is to meet those four needs of man as we were created.
And so with the physical, we have two sections to address that. We have the Lily Eats and the Lily Glows. And so with the Lily Eats, what we do is we share healthy, tasty, plant-based recipes that help us to preserve our bodies to glorify God. And with the Lily Glow section, we share health and beauty care tips, such as natural remedies, natural beauty care items that help us to work with what God has provided to preserve our bodies and help us to be beautiful and healthy at the same time. And another section that we have is the Practical Lily. And in that section, you will find practical steps on how to give Bible studies, or how to start a garden, or how to even transition to a plant-based diet.
Budgeting too, right?
Yeah, budgeting as well. Yeah.
And then we have two more sections. We have the Social Lily, which deals with all of our social interactions. So whether it's between friends, whether it's family, whether it's colleagues. So in this section, you're going to find articles about parenting, on how to raise children, articles about how to not fall into that trap of becoming a discouraged or overwhelmed mother, articles about abuse in relationships, how to have a proper godly courtship, how to anything to do with our social interactions. And then that last section is Lily Lifestyle, and that deals with our spiritual walk. So here you will find articles that share about either your daily devotional life, so things to encourage you in Christ to draw nearer to Him, or things that will push you to cultivate a deeper Bible study, a deeper study life. And we had mentioned that there were four dimensions, so there's one that we haven't spoken about, and that is the mental. And studies have shown that verily that by studying the Bible, it directly relates to strengthening the mind. And really you'll find through that across all of the other sections, it's verily dealing with the mind and those mental aspects.
So we invite you all to follow us and join our family. You can do that by going to our website, liliesinthecity.org, and signing up for our magazine. You will get that straight to your email, and it's free, and it will be a bi-monthly subscription. You can also go to our e-store and sign up to get our magazine in print, and that would be awesome to have a physical copy where you can refer back to and also share it with friends.
And in addition, we want to join you to connect with us socially across our social platforms. So if you haven't already, be sure to like our channel and also to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And we want to hear from you, so be sure to reach out. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.